Khushbu Gupta. Ms. Khushbu has completed her BBA camp in 2004 and was a university topper. During her time, she was active participant of various events and also acted as student manager. After BBA camp, she pursued PG Diploma in International Business Operations, Masters in Commerce. She also worked with a portal as a moderator. She worked with a tabloid as a columnist. She also worked part time in the marketing team of Times of India. Afterwards, she worked with Entrepreneurs, which is into learning solutions, Prometric Global Leader in online examinations, and Thomson Digital, part of India Today Group. She has over 16 years of experience in organizations. She has expertise in project management, quality management, account management, and training delivery. Currently, Ms. Khushbu is working as a senior manager at Adobe. I welcome you, Ms. Khushbu Gupta, for sharing your experiences at DAVIM and your life experiences too. Over to you, Ms. Khushbu.
Thank you so much. So first of all, I would like to thank everybody for organizing this, Bhavna ma'am, Rashmi, and everybody who is part of the organizing committee, and also Dr. Sanjeev Sharma, because finally this is happening, right? So we have been talking about, I heard everybody that we had this vision of having this alumni meet for many, many years. And there were many attempts also that happened, but finally it's happening, guys. So, thanks to the adversity that we are in, that we are able to connect through Zoom. And talking about adversity, I addressing all the students here. I think one key point that I do want to talk about before I go down the memory lane is about importance of adversity quotient. Now, you may have heard about intelligence quotient and emotional quotient, but in these times, I think what is very important is to have adversity quotient. And in my life, that has helped a lot. And building that resilience and being able to bounce back from difficulties is a very, very important skill to have. So, as for example, if you are a smart driver, if you know how to drive a car, you would not just focus on the steering, that the grip on the steering is good. You would also be smart enough to make sure that your stepney is maintained well. And that's when you are a smart driver, not just by the grip of the steering, but also by maintenance of the stepney. So now going back to the memory lane, so I'll give you I'll talk about three anecdotes, three instances, because I can talk about a lot of instances, but I picked specifically three for the limit of time. So starting with how BCAM happened to me and how I reached DAVIM, it was kind of a coincidental thing. So I was in science background in 11th and 12th standard and focusing on engineering entrance exams. And that's when I also heard about, at that time, we did not have that much, I'm talking about early 2000, 2001, we did not have that as much internet awareness as we have these days, right? So I heard about MBA and how technical line and management lines are different, and eventually decided that, okay, I'm a people person, so possibly, why should I, possibly I'm more for management and less for core technical stuff. So why should I spend 4 years in an engineering degree when I can do it in 3 + 2 years? So that was my thought process. I was just being calculative about it. And I applied for entrance exam for GGS IPU University for a new course called BCAM, which was best of both worlds. I liked computer science and it also had management. And so I thought that, okay, I can do two bits in one go. So it's a combined course. And eventually I landed in the counseling of GGS IPU. And in the counseling session is when I got to know that, hey, there is a study center at Faridabad where I stay. So I don't even have to travel to Kashmiri Gate. There is a study center right near my house. So it was a natural choice when I met Anupam Sharma ma'am there that, okay, here's a DAVIM Institute, which is right next to my place. So maybe I'll just join there. So that's how I joined BBA camp and became part of this institute, more by coincidence than by planned methodology. But then the challenge began first semester. And a lot of you know that first semester is typically the shortest semester because the admission process takes some time. And then we end up spending a month in celebrations and freshers parties and all the fun about, okay, now we're out from school, so now we can enjoy college life. So 1 month is already gone. And then I got to know that we have financial accounting as one of the subjects. So I had my counterparts from commerce background who had studied financial accounting for more than 2 years. And then there were a couple of other subjects also which were from commerce. So the commerce folks were having fun because they had already studied those subjects and the entire curriculum for 2 years, 11th and 12th standard. And for me, it was like, okay, I have to complete it in just 2 to 3 months. And then we have an examination of first semester coming up, and that's a university examination. And I was really, really scared. And I started questioning my choices that did I do the right thing of picking up a course where we have commerce folks while I'm from science background. And that's when I think the faculty helped me a lot. So Bhavna Sharma ma'am, she was our program coordinator, and Anupam Sharma ma'am was the program director. Bhavna Sharma ma'am, accounting has always been her forte. She said accounting is so simple. You know mathematics, so if you know mathematics, you can easily learn accounting. And I thought, like, really, like I can learn something that others are studying for 2 years in 2 months. And she said, yes, why not? You can do it. I mean, it's very easy. You can do it very easily. And I was still skeptical what to do because I didn't want to get a re in my first semester itself. Like right in the first semester, getting a re was a big no for me. And I actually panicked, and she said, okay, don't worry, you'll get all the extra classes. If you want to spend more time with me, spend extra time and learn it, you can do it. And I started learning, okay, what is debit and what is credit? And that is where I was always stuck, that, okay, what is debit and what is credit? And I kept bothering her that I just forgot it. Can you revise it again? And with that panic situation, I actually bothered her multiple times, and not even once she said, "Let's do it tomorrow," or "I'm tired." You maybe you can go to some senior and get your questions answered. She spent that time with me. She was right next to me, and she was more confident about me being able to complete the examination and pass the examination, because my aim was to pass the examination, than me myself. And finally, when the result of first semester came out, she was the one who handed over the results, that, hey, you cleared the exam. And then she said, okay, what's your aggregate? Oh, your aggregate is highest in the college. And then she requested, okay, what is the aggregate of other colleges? Oh, Khushbu has now topped the university overall in first semester. And that's how, while I was trying to just clear the examination, I turned to become a celebrity in first semester itself. And how that happened, a lot of people, even in my own batch, started calling me ma'am. And I don't know how it happened, but it was only because of the faith that the faculty, especially Bhavna ma'am and everybody else, had on me, and the time they spent in encouraging me. Every time I was upset about my choices, I was worried about, okay, whether or not I'll be able to meet the goals. So I really, really thank that moment, because first semester was painful for me coming from a science background, but I thank the faculty on having faith on me. And I would give that message to all the students that it's the perseverance that counts. It's, if you put in hard work, it doesn't matter whether you spent 2 years studying a subject or 2 months studying a subject. It's all about whether or not you have studied well for the examination. At the end of the day, it's the same exam paper that everybody would go through. And while target is to pass it, you can actually top the university as well. Who knows, right? So it's not in our controls at all. It's up to the examiners and the people who are rating the mark sheets to decide. Now, jumping on to the second story, which was about uh, my interest about getting more work experience. So there was another aspect which was getting very popular in 2001, that we should have more and more work experience, because the market is competitive, and if we don't have work experience, getting a job would be difficult. So I had this passion for doing a lot of stuff. So a lot of things that you heard about my introduction, like being a moderator for the website, doing part-time job at Times of India, they were not like after my graduation. I started pretty early. So I was a moderator for the website right in my first semester. So that was an offline work. But then I started part-time job at Times of India. And at that point of time, when I got selected for the part-time job, I also had to attend the classes. So I requested Narang sir at that time, who was principal director. I met him specially that, sir, I have this part-time job opportunity. Can you allow me to pursue it alongside, because as per the rules, in a full-time course, we were not allowed to pursue a part-time job. And I assured him that it would not impact my scores negatively, and it would not impact anything, my attendance to the classes negatively. And he approved it. So if he wouldn't have supported me at that time, then possibly I would not have been able to gain that work experience. And since I made that commitment, I ensured that I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and reach the Faridabad Times of India Center. So I started my work at 5 a.m. in the morning and ended it by 8 a.m. to make sure that I'm able to reach on time for the classes as well. So I did that for over 6 months just to get that work experience. And I also ensure that I'm attending the classes. But I'm thankful to Narang sir, because he was the one who encouraged me. He could have told me that, no, this is not part of the rules, or this will, impact your scorecard. And at that point of time, I was a university topper. So he also could have said, which a lot of folks said, that why do you want to ruin your academic side just because you want to gain a work experience? You may just score less next time. But he had that faith that, okay, if you want to gain work experience, go ahead, do that, I support you. So I'm really, really thankful that, again, the same point here, that the teachers and the faculty have been so supportive, and there is no notion that, okay, this is right and this is wrong and we have to go by the book. It's all about, in that moment, what will create value in that moment, what will help the student is what they think about. They're much ahead of the generations, like the way typically academic institutions are. So I actually am very, very thankful for that decision. And also I will say that it's also about the passion that people put in, right? So it's not just about the faculty, because faculty is the same. I see the same faces over years. Faculty is the same, but as students, do we show our passion? This is a message to all the students that faculty will do things out of the way for you. Bhavna ma'am did out of the way things for me. But as a student, am I ready to put in that effort? Am I ready to show that passion to the teachers? Because if I take one step as a student, faculty will take two steps to just hold my hand. So think about it, that what is it that makes one person different from another? It's about the steps that you take. It's about the passion that you exhibit. And finally, the last anecdote, which is also a very interesting one. So we were talking about industry visits. So BBA CAM, my next batch, my juniors batch, they got an opportunity for an industrial visit at Maruti Udyog Limited, Gurgaon. And when I got to know, in fact, our entire batch got to know that, oh, our juniors are going to Maruti for industrial visit. Everybody was like, okay, why were we not taken to Maruti? Like, it didn't happen in our batch, it's happening for the juniors batch. So I asked a couple of my friends, okay, let's just request that maybe we can tag along. And nobody was interested, because the attitude was that, okay, why should we tag along with juniors? I mean, we don't tag along with juniors, juniors would tag along with us. And I thought, okay, just I want to go there. So I requested the person who organized the whole industrial visit, although it was not for my batch, but it was for BBA CAM next batch. I requested that I'm really, really keen to visit Maruti factory. I would love to see their production process. I love cars and whatnot. So I made all the stories that why I am the right person to go along. And they also asked, anybody else from your batch also wants to go? I said, no, nobody else is there. It's just me. It's just one person. I can just, hang around in the bus anywhere, and I won't be even visible. And again, my request was accepted. Again, thanks to the faculty, my request was accepted. I was the only person from my batch who joined that industrial visit. And I was with my entire batch of juniors. So I didn't feel that itch that, oh, why am I with my juniors? I felt very comfortable. I enjoyed the ride there. When we went through the entire factory visit, there was one person, he was the senior manager of public relations, who was actually helping the visit at Maruti. So he was explaining the entire process. I was really interested, so I started asking questions. I was trying to understand the whole manufacturing process. So I asked a lot of questions. And after a couple of weeks, of course, everybody was reaching him that, hey, if there is a summer training opportunity, please let us know. After a couple of weeks, I got a request from Maruti that, can you appear for an interview? And out of like, this was a full bus that went there, entire batch went there. And I was the only person who got that request from the same person who was actually leading the entire uh, the visit for the summer training. So I got that request that, oh, hey, can you appear for an interview? I thought, why not? I mean, that's something that I'm looking forward to. And I got selected in a very, very formal way for summer training at Maruti. And I was the only person selected from the AVIM for as a summer training candidate. Now, if you link it back, how it started by because uh, the teacher allowed me to join the batch. I did not have an apprehension that why I should go with my juniors. And even while I was there, of course, with a set of people, I was keen to ask questions. I was interested in what the other person was telling. I was interested in understanding the process of manufacturing of a car. It was just not fooling around there. It was not a picnic for me. My purpose of the visit was to understand the process. So faculty can do so much, people around can do so much, but at the end of it, it's about the passion. It's the way things turn up and how we also make some effort as students to grab those opportunities. And trust me, as I started off with adversity, in these times, and this is again a message to the students, in these times where we have to face adversities, and it was difficult before, even in my time, it was difficult. It's getting worse day by day. Uh, Nobody will serve opportunities in a plate. That's a fact. Nobody will serve opportunities in a plate. But if you see something hanging up there, raise your hand and grab it. Don't shy away from raising your hand and grabbing those opportunities and move forward with it, because faculty will do more than what you will do, but you have to take the first step of raising your hand. So please raise your hands and take those opportunities, and there is no looking back. And I am very, very thankful to everybody, because these three moments that I'm talking about, getting the university topper tag right from first semester. I mean, I did not dream of it. I did not try for it. It happened because the faculty trusted on me more than myself. It happened. It is still something that I carry. I carried for years. Second thing about getting work experience. When I got placed in my first organization, I got a job even before the exam results were out. BBA CAM. I'm not talking about masters. I got my full-time job at Thomson Digital even before the results of BBA CAM were announced, and I joined right after the last exam was completed. So let's say if the exam was on Friday, I joined on Monday. I did not have any gap time, because and they also treated me equivalent to an MBA because of the work experience that I had. So my counterpart who joined, so there were only two people selected, and my counterpart was an MBA and pursuing MCA, while I was only BBA CAM, but I did have work experience of working with Times of India and summer training done at Maruti Udyog Limited, where I learned a lot of things. And these opportunities, even the best of the institutions cannot offer. If you look at the brands, even the best of the institutions would not have summer training done at Maruti and some jobs done at Times of India. I could carry some brands right in the beginning at an initial stage, all thanks to the opportunities given there. And of course, other part is show the passion, grab the opportunities, show that urge to move forward. So with that, I again thank everybody for organizing this, and I give the forum back to Riti. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Khushbu, for your wonderful experience sharing. Your each word is really commendable. Thank you so much. Now, my next alumni of the day is Miss Preeti Bhargav. Miss Preeti Bhargav has completed BBA camp